Hi, holistic friends and family. Jill Leberknight here, team lead of the Austin Holistic Real Estate Group. I'm here with my partner, Heather Hearn, today, and we're having our weekly sit-down visit with our lending team, Mark and Robert Abernathy here at Capstar Lending. And as you all know, Heather and I and Josh, our holistic team, are working really hard to find creative solutions to the challenges that our neighbors and community are facing right now in our current market in Austin and the Central Texas region. And one of the solutions that we've been bringing to our clients that has been really helpful is the non-occupant co-borrower loan program. And I think folks are really overwhelmed with a lot that's going on in our world and our community and our lives right now. We're getting busier and busier. And I want to start helping anchor you with stories, real stories of how our community are facing the life transitions that affect their nests, and the different ways that you can step into the decision-making process. So Mark, can you tell us a little bit about the non-occupant co-borrow program,
Yes.
loan program?
Yes.
And how are some clients using that
Yes.
right now in
Yes.
today's world?
So Jill, it's a wonderful program. Let me go into the basics of how it works first, and then I'll tell you my story of a customer who just used it just in the last few months. So the program basically allows a parent, loved one, family member to co-borrow with their loved one to buy the home that they want to move into. And they would, obviously the loved one would move into that property. The loved one doesn't really even have to have a job. They just have to be willing to own or occupy. And the down payments are as low as 3.5% to 5% down. And they allow for owner-occupied, great interest rates. You get to file a homestead exemption, which keeps your taxes lower in our, in our city.
Huge.
So pretty big. But what it does is it just allows a person who's not in position maybe to buy the home yet, the parent can go ahead and help them or loved one get into the home now. And to give an example, I had a customer named Jonathan, and Jonathan was renting a property in the Zilker Park area. Wonderful home that he was in, and he was approached by his landlord and said, we're going to sell this property, and he wasn't in a position to buy. I mean, it was not a good time for him. And so he goes, what can I do? I don't know what to do. I don't want to have to move. I want to stay and love this property. And being a duplex, his best friends lived on the other side of the duplex. And so he goes, if I can pull this off, I already have my tenant on the other side, my best friends who I love living next door to, and then I can own this property. So lo and behold, he reached out and we explained the program, and he reached out to his parents who said, yes, we'll help you. And so for a minimum of 5% down on a duplex property, he was able to buy the unit he was in and get owner-occupied rates, homestead exemption, everything about it, and able to keep the property he wanted in the area he wanted to be in. And it just enabled it to work out. The parents loved helping because they were able to keep, their son happy in a property he wanted to be in, and everything about it just was a very. I go to closings and people are happy. This was a very happy time, and people can use this program for that. And you don't have to be in a perfect position in life to buy a home if you have family, help, or loved ones who can do it with you. And that's what people need to remember is, don't give up. There's no reason to give up on buying a home when you have help that might be able to actually afford to do this for you.
So this could be a sister, this could be an aunt or uncle,
sure
this
can.
could be a cousin, but it has to be blood related,
Yes,
familiar.
someone related, correct.
Okay.
Now you can do deals where you can show a familial relationship that maybe you're not blood related, but like
godparent?
Godparents, you have a long-standing relationship, you basically write a letter to our file and explain it, and you can do that also.
Okay.
So, but I do find the program is super helpful because the down payment's low, everything about it's nice, and it just enables a person to get into a house who's not at the right stage of their life to do it now.
Yeah, and something that we're really passionate about is helping people evolve the real estate investment story, the narratives that we have. I think right now we're seeing a lot of people living in old stories that we don't have to live in anymore as we think about how we tribe, how we village, how we community. And our team has helped a family that has an adult child with autism set up independent living so that they could develop a wonderful future in life, both for the family and the adult child, because our waiting lists are 17 years long in our city to get our autistic adults into care facilities. We have got to evolve and create some creative solutions to some of the problems that our community is facing. So I'm really passionate about this loan program. And if you are daydreaming about life transitions or challenges that you are facing that deal with your nest, don't daydream alone about it. Reach out to, doesn't have to be the holistic team, but we would welcome the opportunity to arm you with information, facts, and knowledge. But we have real estate professionals that are ready to pour into neighbors and community members and ensure that they are facing these decisions with facts, with truth, with honesty, and we can build a safer, healthier, more collaborative community with some of these creative loan programs.
We sure can. It's a great program. Really is.
Thanks, Mark. And we look forward to sharing some of more of our updates on the buyer behavior in this buyer's market in Austin. So follow us on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, the Austin Holistic Real Estate Group, and we'll continue to arm you with the information, facts, and knowledge. Okay. Thanks, Mark. I really appreciate you, and you really help anchor us in an understanding of this important work. So
you got it.
Have a good one, everyone.